Hello, everyone. Welcome to Fridays with Father. Father Gary here. As we are approaching the second Sunday of Lent, really important night tonight for our catechumens and candidates. And so I want to spend some time talking about them and also talking about Operation Rice Bowl. And I want to do that in the context of this theme that really has driven us for a few years now here in the Archdiocese of Seattle. That really what we're about is encountering the Lord Jesus, accompanying one another on the journey of faith, and then living the joy of the gospel. That doesn't really change during Lent, but it's deepened. That's really the goal of our Lenten journey, is to step back, to take stock, and to deepen our relationship with the Lord, deepen our walk with each other, and deepen our commitment to share the joy of the gospel in the world. Tonight, we accompany our catechumens and candidates in a very special way at the rite of election. You might remember just almost 2 weeks ago now, we celebrated the rite of sending. That is, at the 11:30 Mass and the 5 p.m. Mass, we actually had a ritual to send our catechumens and our candidates for full communion to the rite of election. The rite of election, which will be celebrated tonight at St. John's here in Vancouver by the bishop, that rite of election is exactly what it sounds like. It's in that ritual that the bishop, relying on the testimony of our community of faith, the sponsors of these catechumens and candidates, really calls them, elects them for the Easter sacraments. We've been accompanying these brothers and sisters for a long time now. And now we begin accompanying them in a very special way as they enter this more intense preparation for the Easter sacraments. So I just encourage us to keep them in prayer during this time as we walk together towards the joy of Easter. The other kind of accompaniment that we do annually here at St. Joseph, and really in every parish in the Archdiocese of Seattle, is through the CRS Rice Bowl program. And these will be familiar to you. These rice bowls bring together that sense of walking together through prayer, fasting, and almsgiving. And the prayer and the fasting leading to the almsgiving, that is, to give to those in need, is really a unified way for us to be in solidarity with brothers and sisters thousands and thousands of miles away from us. So it really brings some concreteness to our prayer and our fasting and our almsgiving as we each year accompany different groups of people through our prayer, highlighted by the materials that CRS provides for us. So along with the rice bowl that you should have received, and if you haven't gotten it yet, there should be still some perhaps in the narthex and you can pick one up. But through this rice bowl and this little participation aid for the rice bowl, we can really bring together those traditional Lenten disciplines of prayer, fasting, and almsgiving by reaching out to those who are in need. The idea is very simple. We focus, and this is a little calendar in here too, we focus on particular families and situations, 3 usually each year. And this year, they're families in Honduras, the Philippines, and in Kenya. And we focus on those over the course of Lent, praying for them, learning a little bit about their lives, and then entering into fasting, not fasting for some kind of physical benefit. Some people fast as a way of dieting, and while that's certainly laudable, it's not what Lent is about. The Lenten fast really is about setting aside and creating a sense of hunger in myself, physical hunger that reflects my hunger for God. If I also experience that physical hunger, I can be in solidarity with people in the developing world that CRS helps that don't have enough food to eat. And so they don't have the great gift of being able to choose to fast. They fast out of necessity. So it's a way for us to be in solidarity with them. And so our fasting presumably saves us money on the food that we would typically purchase. And the idea then is to contribute that money in our rice bowl as a way to be in solidarity with our brothers and sisters throughout the world who don't have enough to eat. So that prayer, fasting, almsgiving brought together in this wonderful program through Catholic Relief Services. And then as you know, we bring our rice bowls to our Holy Thursday celebration. So as we begin our Triduum experience, our celebration of the 3 days of Easter, we begin by this offering for the poor, which the rubric for Holy Thursday is very clear about. Typically, the collection is taken up Sunday by Sunday for the church and for the poor. At the Mass of the Lord's Supper on Holy Thursday, the rubric is clear. The collection is for the poor. And so that's why we connect that giving to bringing back our rice bowls, the fruit of our Lenten prayer and fasting and almsgiving. So I hope you enter into both of these ways of accompaniment over the course of this Lent, accompanying our catechumens and candidates and accompanying our brothers and sisters in the developing world, in Honduras, in the Philippines, and in Kenya this year, as we move together to the great joy of Easter. Well, that's it for this version of Fridays with Father. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday for the second Sunday of Lent. 9 a.m. Mass in English, live streamed, 11:30 a.m. Mass in Spanish, also live streamed, and the 5 p.m. Mass. God bless everyone. I look forward to seeing you on Sunday.